Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels to this thing.
Remember those comments? They certainly haven't aged well, have they? Caitlin Clark's game has transitioned to the pros effortlessly, and her rookie season feels like a cheat code for the WNBA. It's no surprise that she's a lock for Rookie of the Year, and some even argue she deserves MVP consideration. What's more telling? Former MVPs are starting to take notice of her greatness. Stick around as we break down how 10 former WNBA MVPs are showing their respect for Clark and applauding her remarkable season. League royalty is stepping up to silence the doubters, and we're here to celebrate Clark's historic rise.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Maya Moore is
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
All-time assist record? Check. Three-point records? Done. Most All-Star votes ever? Absolutely. Now you can add the most points scored by a rookie in a single season to Caitlin Clark's list of achievements. On September 15th, in a game against the Dallas Wings, Clark erupted for a career-high 35 points, bringing her season total to 761. And counting. With that, she shattered Simone Augustus' 18-year-old rookie scoring record of 744 points from 2006. 8-time All-Star and 3-time WNBA MVP Lisa Leslie took to Twitter to celebrate Clark's historic performance, poking fun at the doubters who thought Clark would need time to adjust to the WNBA. Caitlin Clark is way better, way sooner, Leslie wrote. So what's making these legends speak up or eat their words? Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because what they're saying is something you won't want to miss. Next voice. First up is A'ja Wilson, the two-time WNBA champion and MVP who just surpassed 1,000 points this season. Before the year even started, Wilson predicted the Caitlin Clark effect. As a record setter herself, she saw Clark's potential and recognized the impact she'd have on the WNBA. Stay tuned to see how Wilson and other legends are reshaping the conversation about Clark and the future of the league.
Caitlin Clark is way better, way sooner.
For someone who has set incredible records herself, A'ja Wilson's acknowledgement of Caitlin Clark speaks volumes. It's a massive show of respect from MVP to MVP. Wilson, who understands the grind and pressure of being at the top, recognizing Clark's impact highlights just how special Clark's rookie season has been. It's rare for a dominant player to give such high praise to a rising star, but that's the kind of respect Clark has earned. When one MVP tips their hat to another, you know it's a moment worth watching.
of all people are the best person to ask this. She's going to be coming into the WNBA very soon. How well do you think her game is going to translate, and what would be your biggest piece of advice for her coming into the WNBA?
Yeah, I kind of said this on Complex one time. It was just a huge thing of, I think she's going to be good. I think she's going to be someone that's going to be huge for the franchise that she gets drafted to, and I just hope that franchise builds around her so she can continue to grow.
Next up is two-time WNBA champion and reigning MVP Breanna Stewart. She didn't hesitate to praise Caitlin Clark after just her first month in the league. Known for her versatility and dominance, Stewart acknowledged Clark's impressive ability to score and facilitate as a rookie. When an MVP like Stewart recognizes your talent early on, it's clear you're making waves in the league.
I'm pretty sure that she's going to be good. The league's going to enjoy her. We're going to enjoy her, obviously, as competitors and teammates or whatever you may say. But no, it's going to be huge for her to make that jump. All of them. I mean, it's going to be a great time for.
No stranger to the spotlight, Stewart had this to say about Clark's impact. She's changing the way people look at the game. What she's doing as a rookie is unheard of, and it's elevating everyone around her. You can see the energy she brings, not just to her team, but to the entire league. Stewart's words highlight that Clark's influence goes beyond stats. She's reshaping the game itself, making her an immediate difference maker in her debut season.
Aside from the numbers, the viewership, the attendance, the way that she plays the game, you know, she's ultra competitive. Her ability to really stretch the floor and find her teammates, you know, she has these games where it's like you have to guard her wherever she is.
Here's Tina Charles, a respected WNBA veteran and 2012 MVP, on the Caitlin Clark effect. Clark's got that unique combination of confidence and skill that's rare, especially for someone so early in their career. She's bringing excitement back to the game, and you can't ignore the influence she's already having on her team in the league. It's something special to witness. Charles' praise highlights how swiftly Clark has made her mark, earning the respect of veterans who who see the profound impact of her talent.
So we know who Caitlin Clark is and what she's been her impact in this league and especially this year. So however we can get it, I'll take it for me personally. So just thankful that I'm able to be a part of it and still be here to witness it. Yeah.
As a 14-year veteran, multiple All-Star, and member of the WNBA's 25th anniversary team, Tina Charles has seen countless players come and go. So when she praises Caitlin Clark, it's significant. Charles remarked, "I'm lucky to witness and play against Clark." This high compliment from one of the league's most respected players acknowledges not just Clark's raw talent, but also her game-changing impact on the court.
It's just really, really cool to think about one of those little girls who became Caitlin Clark. So I think it just goes to show you when you just do your best to be in the moment and treat people with kindness and just be present when you can. It really makes a big difference. And looking at the type of person and leader that she can be with people.
Now, here's something truly fascinating. Caitlin Clark has openly declared that her childhood basketball idol is Maya Moore, the 2014 WNBA MVP. In a recent interview, Moore shared that she met Clark when she was younger, and it clearly left a lasting impact. Reflecting on Clark's leadership, Moore said, "Caitlin has that rare ability to elevate everyone around her. She's fierce-driven, but she's also got the kind of vision that makes her teammates better. It's inspiring to see the torch being passed from one generation of greatness to the next."
I still feel like I was this tall and freaking out, and I ran across the court, gave you a hug. I know. Now I'm like taller than you. Oh my.
The bond between Caitlin Clark and Maya Moore runs deep, and here's a touching moment. Before her final regular season game in Iowa, Clark had the chance to reconnect with Moore. Their reactions were priceless. Moore, a major influence on Clark's career, showed up to support her, making the moment deeply emotional. Clark's face radiated awe and gratitude, while Moore's pride and admiration were clear. It was a full-circle moment that beautifully highlighted their deep respect and mentorship.
All I ever wanted to do was meet her. I didn't have a phone. My dad didn't have his phone, so I just ran over. It's like, "Can you sign my shirt?" Signed my shirt, gave her a hug, ran away. It's like the most vivid memory I have of like women's basketball growing up, and like honestly, like I still tell everybody that story because it meant so much to me. It's like so cool.
The joy on Caitlin Clark's face when she sees Maya Moore is unmistakable, highlighting the profound impact Moore has had on her career. This moment not only signifies the passing of the torch, but also underscores the deep respect between the two players. Moore's presence and support are a powerful endorsement of Clark's transformative influence on basketball, celebrating both her remarkable achievements and the legacy that continues to inspire future generations.
It takes time for people to want to be a part of it and to see it. I think it does take star power, and we're seeing how the value of that in the Caitlin Clark.
If you've enjoyed the video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate your time and support. Now, let's dive back in. Candace Parker, a two-time WNBA MVP and the only player to win MVP in her rookie year, has showered Caitlin Clark with high praise. Parker, a trailblazer in her own right, recognizes the star power Clark brings to women's basketball. Her comments highlight the transformative effect Clark is having on the league, reflecting both the excitement of Clark's debut season and the fresh energy she's infusing into the game.
Reese, the big superstar rebounder in the WNBA, launches her podcast by taking an immediate shot, in my view, at Caitlin Clark and her fans.
Like, there's never been beef. Like, we've talked trash to each other in AAU. Like, that it's been that. So I think it's really just the fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, they ride for her, and I respect that respectfully, but sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes. Earlier on, after the season, and when I was in my press conference and I was talking about being sexualized, like, I guess people thought that was like because I post pictures in my bathing suits. No.
Can you believe it? Angel's harassment claims have completely backfired. Fans are calling her out from all sides, and it's no longer just about basketball, it's about integrity. Caitlin Clark's supporters aren't staying quiet. Let's dive into why Reese's comments have sparked such a backlash and how it's shaking up the entire WNBA.
When you come, when it's behind your name, that's when a lot of people are like, oh, they think, oh, I don't like her because her fans are saying this. No, I don't believe in her hurt that she has hatred towards me. And I'm sure she believes that I don't have hatred towards her, but I think her fan base has gone, I'm talking about like,
it's a lot.
It's a lot. Like,
we see it all the time.
I know y'all see it. Like, I literally saw something today that was like, it's crazy. And it goes down to knowing, like, again, we are humans. Like, multiple occasions, people have made AI pictures of me, like, naked. Literally.
Really?
They have sent it to my family members. My family members are like, uncles are sending it to me like,
no.
Are you naked on Instagram?
Reese claims she's being harassed, but fans are convinced. Social media is buzzing, with people picking apart her story and highlighting inconsistencies. It's like a wildfire sweeping through the basketball world. Now you're probably wondering, where does Caitlin Clark come in? Well, that's where things get really interesting.
Do you unpack? Caitlin Clark fans are the reason people are making naked AI pictures of me. How do you get there? What does that have to do with Caitlin Clark? She puts herself out there, even on this podcast, stomach out, breast barely hidden, legs front and center everywhere. She has sexualized herself.
This isn't just about who's the better player anymore. It's about who fans trust and respect. The WNBA is at a turning point, with fans shaping the narrative like never before. They're demanding honesty and integrity from their stars, and their voices are louder than ever. The league can't turn a blind eye, and neither can we. So, buckle up. This story is just getting started.
She has sexualized herself. And now, I'm shocked. People are sexualizing me. And somehow she's connecting it to being a Caitlin Clark fan. I just don't see the connection. It's like everything bad that happens to me is somehow connected to Caitlin.
Fans are shaping the narrative, where every word and action counts. Angel Reese claims she was being sexualized, but is that the whole story? Her social media might tell a different tale, and it's got everyone talking. Remember when she said people were making AI-generated images of her in compromising situations? Fans were quick to point out something surprising. Her own posts seemed to contradict that.
Stupid, it's dishonest, she's just clout chasing, she's using Caitlin Clark, and she goes, I don't think Caitlin Clark has hatred towards me. What has Caitlin Clark done to you?
Reese often shares revealing pictures on her accounts, and now fans are connecting the dots. They're calling her out for what they see as hypocrisy, asking, how can you complain about being sexualized when you're posting these kinds of photos yourself?